So for today, if you've got access to a rolled up towel or a pillow or something like that, that would be handy. So I've got a yoga bolster, but obviously I don't expect everyone to have one of those. So I've got my yoga bolster. We are going to use that later on during the class. So if you've got a cushion or something like that, that will do the job as well. So we are going to be doing a little bit of restorative stuff at the end of today's class, or towards the end of today's class. So yeah, if you've got something like that, a cushion, rolled up towel or pillow or something, I'll give you just a moment or so to grab something. I know my head sometimes gets cut off on the Zoom call, but that's okay. You don't really need to see my head as such. You'll be able to see my body, and obviously you'll be able to hear my verbal cues as well. So that's the main thing that we need. So let's get started. So the theme for this week that coming up, so not for the week just gone, but for the week coming up, is that they've chosen is stop feeling so tired. So I'm going to choose a few little energizing poses and a few that will help sort of bring you back to center and that kind of thing, so to speak. So let's come up to the top of our mat. We'll take a little roll out through the shoulders. And we'll open it up into Tadasana or mountain pose. So sitting yourself up, nice even weight between both feet. You can take a little rock forward and back here, maybe set your balance. See how the body's feeling. And maybe take a little roll through the neck. So you might drop one ear to the shoulder, drop the chin to the chest, and then bring it to the other side. Maybe bring it back up to center and then maybe go the other direction. So drop the opposite ear to the shoulder, chin to chest, and then round to the other side. Beautiful, coming on back up to center. We'll take about 4 or 5 breaths here in our Tadasana. So nice even stance here. Weight evenly distributed around the feet. Big deep breath in and out. Taking a couple more like that. Big deep breath in and out. One more big deep breath in and out. Nice work. Slowly starting to settle in here. That's it. Maybe bring your mind to what brought you here onto your mat this morning. Was it to just take a couple of deep breaths, to take some time out for yourself? From here, bring the focus to tucking the tailbone under slightly and drawing the belly in and up. So it might be an almost imperceptible movement, just to draw the belly in and up, really bracing through the core and also through the pelvic floor. And tuck the tailbone under slightly, so a little brace of the glutes. I'm going to try and keep this right throughout our class today. So taking a couple more breaths here. And try not to embrace the belly so hard that you can't breathe, of course. One more breath. And out. Beautiful. From here, inhale, lift the arms on up. And then exhale, take them down through heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the arms on up. Nice big circle. And then exhale, take a fold forward. Hands coming on down to the mat. Take a halfway lift. Nice flat back here. Exhale, folding down. Take a little rag doll here. So maybe grasping opposite elbows. Maybe letting the body sway side to side. Take a nice big bend of the knees to allow the chest and belly to fall down onto the thighs. We take another breath or two here. Maybe nod the head yes and no. Maybe give it a little bit of a shake. Try and release any tension in the back. And And then release the hands on down to the mat. We take a halfway lift, exhale folding, and then slowly rolling all the way up to stand. Nice slow roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Neck comes up last, rolling it on out. Open the chest up. We'll take one more like that, breathing in, lift the arms on up, and then exhale, folding. Maybe take a little bow forward, swan diving forward. Take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Maybe take that ragdoll again if that feels good. You can keep the hands on the floor if that feels better though. Maybe take a little nod of the head, a little sway side to side. Then releasing the hands on down to the mat. We roll one vertebrae at a time all the way up to stand, utilizing the muscles in the back of your body. Rolling up and opening out. Hands face out towards the front. Take another breath or two or three here. That's it. Inhale, arms to lift on up. And exhale, folding. Inhale, we take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold, plant the hands, stepping back on the right foot. So step it nice and long back. Drop that right knee down to the floor. Inhale, lifting on up. Take a little stretch through the hip flexors here. Take another breath or two. That's it. Take a twist towards that front leg. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, windmill the hands all the way around to the mat. And heel toe that front foot out to the side. Take a little lizard pose here, really opening through the hips. So my left leg is out on the diagonal here. Take another breath or two here. And step it on back to all fours. Take a little round of cat-cow here. So setting yourself up, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. That's it. Exhale, rounding through. Inhale and exhale. That's it. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale to round through. We come back to a neutral spine here, and then from here, I'm going to lower all the way down to the mat. So you can roll the body forward a little bit into this plank position, and then lower elbows, graze the ribs all the way down to the mat. We take a little cobra. So rolling back through the shoulders, keep the feet pushing into the floor, lower on down. We peel our shoulders back, using the muscles in the back rather than pushing in through the hands. Hold, and then lower here. Beautiful, plant the hands down. So this time we are going to push into the hands. We're going to push on back up to down dog. So coming up through the knees first if you like, pushing back, tuck toes under. We take a little pedal out here through our down dog. Might feel like a nice stretch through the back of the legs. That's it. Make sure the neck and head are able to move easily. Coming back to center here. If this isn't a great fit for you, feel free to stay with your all fours position and take it into your cat-cow here as we pedal the feet out in down dog. So take another breath or two here. You can keep a slight bend in the knees if that helps you to tip the tailbone and the hips up further towards the sky. Take one more breath. Inhale, lift to tiptoes, draw the right knee in towards the nose and step it through. Give it a helping hand if you need. And then from here, drop that back knee down to the floor. Inhale to lift on up. Take another breath or two here. That's it, one more breath in. Exhale, hands releasing on down to the mat. Tuck the toes under and step that back foot forward. Take a halfway lift and then exhale to fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, hands to heart center. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, arms to lift on up and exhale, folding. Inhale, we take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the left leg here. Drop that left knee down to the floor. Inhale to lift. That's it. Take another breath or two here. That's it. Beautiful. We twist towards that front leg. And then inhale, reverse. Lift the front arm up. Windmill it all the way around to the mat. Stepping it back. All fours. We take a little round of cat-cow here. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Coming back to a neutral spine here. And then we lower all the way down to the mat. That's it. Nice work. Striking cobra. Bring the hands to the outside. Inhale. Lift on up. Dropping the right shoulder down. Inhale to lift. Left shoulder drops down. Inhale to lift. One more each side. Right shoulder. Inhale. Left shoulder. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower on down. Hands come back by your ribs. Tuck the toes under and we push back up to down dog. Use the knees if you need. Take a couple of breaths in here, maybe a little pedal out. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Can help to move the bones of or the points of your elbows around towards the back of the room. Rotate the shoulders slightly, can sometimes help keep the shoulders away from the ears. Take another breath here. Beautiful. Inhale, lift to tiptoes. We draw our left knee in towards our nose. Roll the body forward, step it through. Give it that helping hand if you need. So hand can come around the ankle to help bring that through. Beautiful. From here, we're going to drop that back knee down to the floor. Inhale, lift on up. We take a couple of breaths in here. Little fingers coming towards center. Take another breath or two. Exhale, hands coming on down to the mat. Tuck the toes under and we step it on forward. That's it, nice work. Halfway lift. Exhale, folding. That's it, inhale, lifting on all the way up. Hands to heart center. We take another couple of breaths here. Beautiful. Inhale, arms to lift on up. And then exhale, folding forward. Take a halfway lift. And exhale, folding. Plant the hands, stepping back on the right leg this time. Exhale, lower on down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to twist. Reverse the twist, lift the front arm up. Exhale, windmill it all the way down to the mat. Stepping it on back. This time we come straight into a plank on the knees. Brace the core here. We lower on down to the mat. Beautiful. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to lower. One more. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to lower. Tuck the toes under, pushing back up to down dog. That's it. Nice work. Take another couple of breaths in here. That's it. From here, inhale, lift that right leg up high to the sky. Bring the knee to the nose, nice and controlled. Hover it through and step it through. Give it that helping hand if you need. Lift on up. Crescent lunge. Take another breath or two in here. That's it. Nice work. Little bob up and down. Beautiful. Exhale. Hands release on down to the mat. Stepping it forward. Take a halfway lift. And fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Hands to heart center. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, arms to rise. And exhale, folding. Inhale, we take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back. Left leg this time. Dropping that left knee down. Inhale to lift and exhale to twist. Inhale, let's flip and reverse. And then exhale, windmill all the way around to the mat, stepping it on back. High plank, using your knees if you like. We're going to lower on down to the mat. That's it. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to lower. One more here. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to lower. Tuck the toes under. Pushing back up to down dog. Beautiful. Couple more breaths in here. Really bring those points of the elbows around to the back of the room. Encourage the shoulders away from the ears. Take one more breath in here. Inhale, left leg lifts up high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping it through. Give it that helping hand if you need. We lift on up, crescent lunge. Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. A little bob up and down if you need. That's it. Nice work. One more breath in. Then exhale, hands coming on down to the mat, stepping it forward. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting on all the way up, hands to heart center. Taking another couple of breaths here. Beautiful, we move along here. Inhale, lift the arms on up. Exhale to fold here. Little bit different today. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Release the hands. You can bring the big toes to touch if you like. Sink the hips into a chair pose. Lift the arms on up, working strongly through the legs here. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful, hands come down to heart center. This time we twist left elbow towards right knee. Take this little twist. Set yourself up here and take another breath or two. Settle into the twist. From here, we lift our left foot off the floor. Bring the weight into the right foot. Slowly hover it back, tap it back. Step that left foot back. Crescent twist. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful. From here, we open on up. Lift on up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open it out, warrior one. So the back heel drops down towards the floor. Keep the hips facing forward as much as you can. Bring the hands on down behind you. Open the chest. Exhale, folding, humble warrior. Take another breath or two in here. Inhale, let's lift on up. Open out, warrior two. So settling in, hips open out to the side, hands reach out long. We flip and reverse. Beautiful, coming back to center. Beautiful, from here, we reach those hands forward and we're going to come into warrior three. So lift that back heel off. Hands can come to the heart center here, or you can have them out long if you feel super strong. Take another breath or two here. And slowly release it back down. Windmill it all the way around. Press the hands down, step it back, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Being very mindful of your back here. Exhale, back through to down dog. So that up dog that I just demonstrated, if you've got any back issues, probably not advisable. I'm going to walk, step or float the feet forward to the front of the mat. However you get there, nice and softly. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Hands to heart center. Take a moment here. Inhale, arms to rise. And exhale, folding. Inhale, take a halfway lift and fold. Release the hands, sinking into our chair pose. We've got our second side here, so hands to heart center. Nice strong legs here, twisting towards your left hand side. Right elbow over left knee. Bring the weight into the left foot. Lift the right foot up, shoot it back. Crescent twist. Beautiful. One more breath in here. Push the hands together. Use that as a little bit of leverage for your twist. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting on up, crescent. Drop that back heel down, warrior one. Keep the hips facing forward as much as you can. If you need to adjust your feet, do that. Hands come down behind you. Open the chest. Fold it forward, humble warrior. Keep the hips in line with one another. Don't let them wing out to the left here. Take another breath or two. Inhale, lifting on up, all the way open, warrior two. Arms come out. Nice work. Take another breath or two here. Flip and reverse. Come back to center. Windmill those hands all the way around. Lift the back heel. Warrior three. Beautiful. Take your balance here. Really work the muscles in the back. Keep the hips level. Release it on down. Release the hands. Step it back. High to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Take your pick. Core is on in up dog. Exhale, back through to down dog. Take another couple of breaths here. That's it. Inhale, lift up to tiptoes. Walk, step or float the feet forward. However you get there. Take a halfway lift and fold. Lifting on all the way up. Hands come down to heart center. Taking a moment here. Nice work. Beautiful. We are going to take one more round before we come down to something a bit more chilled out. If you need to grab a drink or anything like that here, please feel free to do so. Take a little moment to check in with your breath. That's quite a fast-paced flow. How is your breath going? Is it still nice and even? Or has it started to get a bit ragged? Checking in here. That's it. Inhale, arms to rise on up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back. Right leg. So no, we're not going there. We're going into our chair pose. Bring that right leg back in. Take a halfway lift. Fold. Release the hands. Sinking into our chair pose. I better remember where we're going. Bring the hands to the heart center. Hold that chair pose. Bring left elbow towards right knee. Keep the hips in line with one another. So not letting that left hip come forward or right hip come back. Use those hands, push them into one another. That can act as a little bit of leverage if that's okay on your back. Take another breath or two here. Bring the weight into the right foot. Lift the left leg up. Step it on back. Crescent twist. Stabilize yourself here. Beautiful. When you're ready, inhale, lifting on up, crescent lunge. That's it, nice work. Drop that back heel down, warrior one. Might look different on the two sides, that's perfectly normal. Bring the hands on down. Inhale, open the chest, and exhale, folding. Take another couple of breaths here. That's it, nice work. Inhale to lift on up and open out, warrior two. Warrior two can be quite an energizing pose. So think about what this might be doing with your energy levels at the moment. How are you feeling? Flip the front palm, reverse. Windmill it all the way back to center. And then bring the arms on up. Hinge into warrior three. Hands can come to the heart center if you prefer, or bring the arms back. Take your pick here. And release. Step those legs back. Hands come down to the mat. Step it back. High to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, back through to down dog. Take another breath or two here. That's it, nice work. Inhale, let's walk, step or float through to the front of the mat. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting on all the way up. Bring the hands to heart center. Take another breath or two here. That's it, one more breath. Inhale, arms to rise. And exhale, folding. Last side here. Halfway lift and fold. Lift the hands, sink the hips, chair pose. Nice long hold here, so bring the arms to cactus arms if that works better for you, or the hands can be up. Take your pick, core on. Tuck the tailbone under slightly to protect that low back. Hands might come to heart center, and we twist. Right elbow to left knee. Take another breath or two here. And slowly bring the weight into that left foot. Lift the right foot. Step it on back. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful, nice work. Lift on up, crescent lunge. Strong legs, drop the back heel down, warrior one. Beautiful, nice work. Hands come back behind you. Open through the chest, and then exhale, folding. That's it, nice work, humble warrior. Beautiful, from here, inhale, lift on up, windmill around, warrior two. Settle in, nice long arms. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful, flip and reverse. Come back to center. Windmill those hands all the way around, lift the back heel, and coming into our warrior three. Hands might come to heart center if you prefer, or hands might come back depending on what feels better for you. Take another breath or two here. And then exhale, step it on back. Hands come down to the mat and step it back. This time you've got an option to come through your flow or just come straight down to your belly here. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back through to down dog. Take another moment or two here. Take a little stretch out through the back of the legs. Bring the knees on down to the mat and lower on all the way down. Beautiful. From here, coming into a little crocodile pose. So hands come underneath your forehead. The hips might take a little sway side to side. Beautiful, couple more deep breaths here. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come into a bow pose. So 3 options here. The first one, I'll show you 3 options and then you can choose which one works best for you. We are going to do 3 rounds. So we've got our bow pose here. So the first option is just bring your hands behind, lifting on up, use the muscles of your back. The second option, you can lift your shoulders up, lift your legs up into this one. Third option, you can bring your heels into your butt, reach for your heels or reach for your ankles and pull on up into a full bow. So we're not going to do the full bow the first time around regardless of what we feel like. We're going to take one of the other 2 options to start with. So set yourself up, reach your hands behind you, and we're going to lift the shoulders off the floor at least here. If you've got any back concerns and that kind of thing, you can bring your hands underneath your or by your ribs and that kind of thing for a little bit of support if you need. Otherwise, reach the hands on back, peel the shoulders up. Reaching the hands all the way back. If you feel this is not enough, lift the heels off the floor. Lift the heels on up. Let's take a few more breaths here. And lower on down. So 2 options here. You can stick with that first version with just the shoulders coming up. You can come into that second version with the feet lifting off. So take your pick, second round here. Let's go reaching on up. Lift the heels up if you feel up for it. Beautiful, really working here. Keep the feet pointing straight back, don't let them splay out to the side. Take it for 3, 2, and 1. Lower on down. We have a full bow pose. So bring the heels into the butt and reach around and grab your ankles by the outside of your feet or outside of your ankles. Try and keep the knees in towards center if you can. And we're going to lift on up. Third round here. If you can only grab one foot at a time, do that. Come into the half variation. I'm going to take about 6 breaths here. If you're in a half variation, change sides. Half variation, hold for a little bit longer. Full variation can come on out. Release the feet nice and gently. And that half variation can come on out now. You can bring hands underneath your forehead for a little bit of support if you prefer. Take a little wiggle of the hips if that feels good. And now's where we're going to grab our cushion or bolster, rolled up towel, pillow for our next pose. Take another breath or 2 here. And coming on up. And we're going to push into a child's pose. So, bring the knees nice and wide apart here. If you don't have a cushion or a bolster or anything like that, roll the hands on forward and just bring your forehead down to the mat like so. If you've got that cushion or bolster, you can make this a little bit more restorative, a little more comfortable. Bring that bolster, cushion, whatever you have, long ways on your mat. I'm going to drape the body down over that. And you can bring your head to one side. Releasing the body here. Just makes it a little bit more gentle. If you've got your head to one side and that bolster, bring it round to the other side. Let the breath start to deepen here. So nice big deep breaths into the belly. And from here, lifting on up, coming all the way up, and I'm going to come on over to our back. So releasing the body all the way back down onto your back, however you get there. Taking it nice and slowly, coming on all the way down. Take a little windscreen wiper side to side with the knees if that feels good. And then stretch the legs on all the way out long. Bring the hands overhead as well. And we're going to bring our hands and feet both over to one side here for a banana shape. So just taking a nice little side bend here. Bringing it on to the other side. So bring it back to center. Take a moment in center, and then we'll walk our hands and our feet over to the opposite side. Bring it on back to center. And take a little bend through the knees. We're going to take an inversion for a moment or two before we move into our Shavasana here. So if you've got your cushion or rolled up towel and that kind of thing, bring that underneath your hips. We're just going to lift the legs into the air. Taking a little inversion here with the hips supported up off the floor. A little bit of core engagement here. Find a spot where you can hold it though without too much effort. You can have your hips down on the floor if that works best, or you can even hug your knees into your chest a little bit if that works better for you. Take another couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, slowly start to release everything back down to the mat. You can bend the knees first. You can obviously stay there for a little bit longer if you're feeling comfortable and feeling okay. And then from here, pushing your cushion, bolster, whatever you've got, out from under your hips. If you like, you can roll it down underneath your knees or remove it completely. If you don't have one at all, that's absolutely fine as well. We move into our Shavasana or corpse pose. So sometimes having a bolster or cushion or pillow underneath the knees can just make it a little bit easier, a little bit kinder on the lower back. Maybe open the hands to the ceiling, letting the breath deepen here. I'm going to take a good probably 3 or so minutes here. Obviously, if you've got longer to stay, if you've got longer, please feel free to stay here a little bit longer. Wherever you are, slowly start to bring a little bit of movement back into the fingers and toes. Little roll through the wrists and ankles maybe. Obviously, as I said, if you do have time to stay here a little bit longer, please feel free. And when you're ready, you can kick that cushion or whatever you have out of the way if you like, and rolling over to your preferred side. And then when you're ready, slowly coming on up to a comfortable seat. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Bring the thumbs to the forehead. In gratitude to those who shared the room with us this morning. Thank you for joining me this morning, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day, whatever you have on. If you've got any comments or questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys again next week. Thank you.